If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Hi guys, and welcome to Darcy's Picks. This is our collection video for week 12. But for today, we're going to start over here with the dryers. So, of course, I had a whole pile of things that I wanted to share with you guys this week. And we're actually doing this quite early for us. We just closed the laundromat, and I think this is the earliest we've ever done this video. Now the other thing I have to say in full disclosure is that we did not do a clean out last Saturday.
Would you like a velvet lined box?
I like that box. So I think we're gonna have a little bit of a story time, because this is when you know you've kind of been reaching out to people. I have some friends of mine that have been watching these videos, and
Can you do it any louder?
okay, I did that specifically for my friend David, who is an award-winning he's an award-winning location sound mixer, and so he's been watching our videos, and it drives him nuts when I play with the keys. They're stuck.
Yeah, right.
They were. I worked with David for about 2 years. Now I'm all conscious. So when you're trying not to make noise, guess what happens?
You make more noise.
So David and I have been friends for about 6 years. David was my boss, but now we are friends. I love David. David's cool. I consider David a brother. We have a blast. A whole bunch of stories I wanted to tell, but I kind of, like, with everything going on, I kind of forgot what they were. But I'm glad that I have friends watching the videos, and I'm glad they like them.
What about the time you went in his boat?
Oh boy, the boat. Look at that. So yeah, the boat. So when David was working with me on a regular basis, one summer, we kept going to work, and the movie we were working on kept causing us to go the same path every day. And so David saw this boat, and he kept saying, "Oh, well, I'd like to go find out about that boat." And so one day the show that we were working on wrapped extremely early. When I say extremely early, probably like 2 to 3 hours before they were supposed to, which meant that
It was still daylight.
it was still daylight. But it meant that as we were driving by, it was a perfect opportunity for David to stop and inquire about this boat, which he did. And the best part about it was, not only did he inquire about it, but he ended up buying the boat. And so all the rest of that summer, we ended up spending time on the boat. And there is video out there somewhere of me, because to get into the boat, I would have to literally fall in, and same way to get out. I mean, David was pretty good at getting me out. But there's footage of, we decided we were gonna go swimming off the edge of the boat. And so what happened was David decided, he's like, okay, let me know how I can help you. And I said, well, the easiest way for me to do this is just to kind of throw myself in. and so David, being the concerned friend that he is, but looked at me really puzzled first. Then I was like, yeah, it's okay to laugh. So he started laughing. And so what I did was I proceeded to throw myself off the edge of the boat. I had a life jacket on because I didn't know, like, I'm a pretty strong swimmer, but at that point I didn't know if the water was still too cold. I didn't know the lake and all these things. But the life jacket I had, I didn't adjust it properly. I thought I had adjusted it properly. So when I hit the water, this life jacket proceeded to go up, and it was like, if you could imagine, I had the shoulders around my ear. And it's the funniest thing because it was cold as heck. And it was like, you knew about it right away. So that was like, if I can fight it, I hope I can, because it's like, it's just crazy. It's the look on my face, the sound that I made, combined with me hurling myself into the water. So those are kind of the adventures that David and I have gone on. So David, I didn't have time to go get snot tape. I was going to. So this is what I've come up with. So you have to choose whether this is more annoying than that. I will leave it up to you to choose. Oh, we got one in there. I got hecked for counting too, by the way.
That was a while ago.
Yeah. It was David actually. He's like, see, I got busted. He's like, she busted you. I don't count often. Anyway, I talked to David.
I'm counting now. No, I'm kidding.
You're a troublemaker.
No.
I talked to David last week, and I'm like, dude, I was like, do you mind if I talk about you and stuff? And he's got a really cool wife. I think he got the better deal than she did, but that's my opinion. I love his wife. I think she's cool. And she gets his craziness just like Anne gets my craziness. Mm-hmm. That looks pretty decent. And again, you guys are helping us grow. We're still growing. I'm happy about that.
The channel.
The channel, yep. Time to switch the keys. David, I'm really trying to be quiet. Okay, to be fair though, guys, this drives me nuts. The noises that I hear, when I'm editing, it drives me nuts. So when he told me that, kind of made me laugh because he trained me well. So like I hear noises like these machines here. The hum off that, David, would drive you nuts. Let's just be quiet and see what you can hear.
And the ticking of the clock.
Yeah, that would drive him nuts. So when I went to work with David, I was hired on as a sound trainee, and back in the day, that used to mean that you were a cable puller. But with everything that's going on now, and everything being wireless and digital, they've kind of eliminated the cable puller position. So one of my tasks when working with David was to read whatever script we were doing for whatever show it was. And when I went in to work every morning, I would have to give him my interpretation of how many microphones we needed for each setup. So as setup meaning a scene or whatever. And so I'd have to give my interpretation of what microphones, how they should be placed, where we could potentially run into problems. And I really enjoyed that because I had to study the script, and usually I did it first thing in the morning. Like I do a little bit at night. I guess the bag got forgotten about it.
Yeah, Doris.
Somebody washed something fuzzy and green in there.
Interesting.
I'm not going to touch it. I don't have gloves right now. Oh, look at that.
You won the jackpot.
I did.
Yay.
Actually, to be totally transparent, when I came down here first thing this morning, there I am making more noise.
Really?
I had to. When I came down here first thing this morning, it's because I love David and I know he's going to comment. And yes, I'm not wearing my other hat. David, my other hat is my good hat. That's my going out hat. Sometimes I've worn it down here because we either went out or we were doing something. That's why I don't wear the other hat. Not that I don't want to. That's my going to town hat.
3 socks.
So we have 3 socks. Anne's being cheesy, guys.
No.
Should we switch sometimes? Should Anne be the one to do the collection? She's taller than I am, though. I'd have to like leave my arm way up here so you guys can see.
You'd be looking at my nose otherwise.
Yeah, it'd be like, hey, there's no coins up your nose. All right.
I hope not. I don't think I ever did that as a kid either. Did you do that as a kid?
No, I think it might have been a marble. I don't remember. $2.50? No.
No. That's not what you're gonna guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say $2.50.
I caught your brainwave.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably about $2.50. I'll just to be different. I'm gonna say I'll go 160 or 265. It's about 250 for sure. So you're guessing
250?
250, and I'm guessing 265 just to be different. So let's get Vanna Anna to count that for us.
Okay. Hello, I'm back here. You hardly ever get to see me in the videos anymore.
We need to give you a mirror. Okay, go over to the dryer.
Hi.
You're making the
Cameo appearance by Anne.
You're making the people think like I'm make you stay behind the camera all the time. It's because she's steadier than I am, guys.
Yeah, I'm shaking right now.
Okay, guys. So this is one of the other reasons that I have this light on my head right now. Just one moment, please.
Doris, get the lights. Woohoo!
Now I can see where I'm walking. Okay, truth be told, in the way the laundromat used to be, there used to be a light that would come from behind that wall. And since we've changed it now, it looks like, actually we should show them what it looks like without the light. Anyway.
There he is.
That's why I have the light.
You light up my life. Where'd you go? There's the outside way.
Well, guys, our total for this week is 208 exactly.
I was closer.
So Anne was closer.
If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe below. Don't forget the notification bell and share with your friends. Thank you.
Thanks.